ladies and gentlemen, ladies, let me say it louder, ladies and gentlemen, so the long anticipated Battlefield 6 has officially been released. I've been patiently waiting for this title for quite a while now, and I'm sure you have too if you're a longtime fan of this franchise. The wait itself felt like an eternity after what we as Battlefield fans experienced with, Battlefield 2042. Since we're officially playing on release day, I wanted to ask you, the audience, if you plan on playing Battlefield 6 this weekend or today, depending on what this episode goes up, or are you holding off for like a Steam sale or a PlayStation sale? This title comes with a lot of positive changes to the franchise that I've experienced in the beta, and I think it'll be fun to have a conversation with you, the audience, about my first impressions and share my excitement with you while we play the long-awaited Battlefield 6. Welcome into my small microscopic channel here on YouTube. Let's jump into some live gameplay while we have a conversation, shall we? All right, ladies and gentlemen, my very first conquest match on Battlefield 6. We were playing Firestorm, the Battlefield 6 rendition of Firestorm. But this game already looks very, very good. It feels like that modern military shooter we've all been yearning for since Battlefield 2042. Well, let's carry on this conversation about my first impressions while we play and have a chat. I've been playing this franchise for years. I would have to say since Bad Company 2 on the PlayStation 3. So I've been on the street for a little bit. I've been around the block a couple times with this title or this franchise. So what objective should we capture though? I say we go to objective. We should have spawned in a vehicle, but man, we should admire this map together. Look at this. This looks amazing. This is Battlefield. It is back. And the sound effects are amazing, and DICE does that very, very well. However, I've been playing Battlefield since Bad Company 2. When I was younger, I walked into a GameStop and I saw a trailer of Bad Company 2 up on a television screen, and I was like, that game looks sick. I bought it, and I've been hooked ever since. And we got our first kill without dying. Man, we are off to a great start, ladies and gentlemen. No, okay, we died. We'll grab an ATV, and that's another thing with Battlefield 6 is I love using the vehicles. And it seems like in Battlefield 6, the vehicles are, they've designed the maps and the vehicles to be more of an importance than in Battlefield 2042. I think the vehicle gameplay in Battlefield 6 alone is better than 2042, and that's a good sign. That's a good sign. That's what we want. But fast forward, here we are gathering on Battlefield 6. And also, guys, let me know what platform you're playing Battlefield 6 on. Are you playing it on the Xbox, the PlayStation, or are you playing it on the PC Master Race? Oh God, hang on, fellas. We'll go. Okay, dang it. We gotta go to the. Okay, we're gonna go to the respawn screen. Okay, you guys didn't see that. That didn't happen. Okay, if you guys are here for gameplay, you're going to be very disappointed. I say that every time. I like making these because I like to have a chat with you guys. It's always fun. But I think this franchise now is heading in a positive direction. Let's see if we can kill this guy. And I do like the weapon recall. Look at him. He's going for the revive. But I shut him down. He was going to drag his teammate. That's the new revive mechanic, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. If you're coming over from Call of Duty, welcome. Welcome. We welcome you with arms wide open. Somebody's here. I'm dead. Oh. I want to see, maybe we could get like an only in Battlefield moment with my first ever Battlefield 6 episode. We'll see what happens. Maybe a jet will slam it in the ground. You never know what happens in this title. Look at that. That's so cool. All right. Let's try to capture B. We need to take that back, ladies and gentlemen. But the developers or the higher-ups seem to be making an effort adding in features that add to the experience rather than take away like with 2042. Okay. This feels more like the Battlefield title we've all wanted since 2042 and for a while now, actually. This game reminds me personally, or how it plays and stuff, like Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4. And the ground is, look at that, we got some destruction. The whole wall just caved in. Who's gonna fix that? Oh, man, not me, because I died. Also, I'd like to think that they finally figured out the theme of their next Battlefield title. This is like I keep saying, it's like the gritty military shooter. From like a FPS standpoint too, it plays pretty well. I've had no problems. The only problem I had was in the beta, but I fixed that because there was some guy who was a wizard with his notepad. And he just said, hey, copy and paste this. I was rubber banding, and I was Googling for several hours until I found this post. This guy was like, just put this in your notepad and you should be fine. And it worked. Thanks to that guy. Appreciate it, man. But it's good to be back in this gritty military shooter. Especially on a classic Battlefield map, Firestorm. Let's head to, I don't know, did they? Okay. I am playing medic. Maybe we get some revives here for you guys. Let's go to objective D. But like, we have the modern tanks, we have the modern infantry, we have explosions, and then we have the battlefield destruction making its way back to Battlefield 6. And I think they toned down the destruction in 2042 because it was on PS4 and Xbox. So, but now that's not. They can tone it back up, and we got another kill. We should watch out for this. I still have to use all. Oh, we're getting chased by a tank. Hang on, we'll play ring around the resi with this tank. Okay, he left. He didn't have any. He just said, "Forget about it." But I still need to look at all my gadgets and stuff like that. I think I just got. Come on, sidearm, sidearm. Can we get him? Oh, where'd he go? Oh, what's happening? Oh, that was bad, all right? Just erase that from everybody's memory. That didn't happen. Just by playing this for 15 minutes, I probably have had more fun in this than in 2042 combined. Like, this is the theme. We're back, baby. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. And if you guys ever played Battlefield 4 or 3, let me know. Those were pretty good games. And if you guys... Oh, we're in a tank right now. Oh, my... I'm a menace in these vehicles. I think I'm using an anti-aircraft gun, but hey, I guess we can use the infantry, right? Look at this guy. Oh, the tanks feel so good. The vehicle gameplay and the sound effects to just bind everything together. It's very immersive. We got that guy. Oh my God. I remember in Battlefield 3, I think I maxed out my level to like 50 Colonel. I think that's what it was. Oh, should we fight this guy? He just shot my tank. How dare you shoot our tank? But if you guys are big into vehicle gameplay, you guys are most certainly going to enjoy Battlefield 6. Everything just feels pretty smooth. I don't have any bad things to say, really. I mean, I haven't come across any bugs. I'm not just going to say something bad for the sake of saying something bad. I'm digging it. We're back. We are so back. I'm actually excited to look at Portal 2. Oh, well, that's a later episode. But, yeah. You guys should... If you guys are playing this weekend, definitely want to know. And let me know your favorite class in Battlefield, because the class system is back, baby. They got rid of that specialist system, tossed it in the garbage. It's Battlefield 6. We got the class system back. And guess what? Now they have Call of Duty shaking in their boots. And the competition is good. Competition is good, see? That's what we need. We need some good, solid competition. It makes their games better for both sides, Battlefield and Call of Duty. God, I love Firestorm. I think Firestorm was my second favorite map. I was a big fan of Caspian Border. Caspian Border was my go-to map. Oh my God, the sound effects. We got to be a team player. We got to revive these guys, the destruction, the chaos. It seems like the developers have dialed it in for us, ladies and gentlemen, this time. And as an animator, we should cover the animations really quick here. I mean, There's not much to say. They're very good animations coming from EA. And I still have yet to play the campaign. I'm excited to see how the facial animation is in the campaign mode. And just the overall, like, you know, the character animations. That stuff excites me. These reload animations are very smooth. They're very cool. I dig them. Like the running animations. We could cover that more in depth in another episode, but let's capture Objective D. This is cool. Look at the environment. The environments alone are still miles ahead of 2042. There's actual debris. There's variety in the geometry, the assets. Because in Battlefield 2042, everything was just bare bones and open. And there was a couple mounds and some deviations. A couple hills here and there. Look at that jet. It's so cool. We are so... Oh, my God. Listen, I don't know. Listen, okay? I haven't been this excited, ladies and gentlemen, for a Battlefield title in such a long time. Let alone a video game. Oh, it just brings back the old... Not the old school feel, but... They combined a bunch of features, and they really did their homework, I would have to say. This time around, they did their homework, and I think because they were really in a... not the best situation with the past Battlefield, but now they've shown that they can make a solid video game. Even me just playing for 20 minutes, I could just tell that this game is going to be good as long as they keep up with this this gameplay style, this theme, and they don't go off the trail and start adding in like Beavis and Butthead and SpongeBob, me boy, you know, as an engineer or something. Look at this. Look at the destruction. You don't get this with... We didn't get this with the past title. Ugh. I died. We're over here looking at the environment. It's okay. But as we keep having a conversation here, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to thank you guys for tuning in and the support on the past episodes. It's really cool. I really enjoy the like people commenting below. It's always fun to see what people say about the game. Even, you know, I love when they have different opinions about Battlefield. It's really cool to see everyone's opinion. Honestly, I don't like. You might not like Battlefield. That's fine. I don't care. But I'm gonna say I love Battlefield. That's fine too. It doesn't. That's what makes it fun. But yeah, overall here, just based off of this one game here on Firestorm, I can see myself indulging in this Battlefield title for quite some time. There's a menace over there. But you know, ladies and gentlemen, if you plan on playing Battlefield yourself, you know what really enhances the experience? I'll let you digest this for a second. Are you ready? Playing with friends. So if you plan on playing Battlefield 6 this weekend or in the future, I can suggest inviting your friends to come play with you. Because then they could drag you away with a new drag mechanic when you go down, or yell at you because you keep wasting tickets because I mashed the space bar. But I don't think I'll have to do that anymore. I think with this new drag mechanic, like I said before, them adding, you know, new mechanics and such, I think this revive thing is really neat. I'm kind of curious to see how the ladders perform. I have yet to use the sludge hammer and stuff like that. We can cover a bunch of that in later episodes because I'm probably going to make quite a few episodes here on Battlefield 6. So if you guys see on the YouTube channel a few Battlefield episodes or a couple more than usual, it's because I'm a really big Battlefield fan. I'm just going to say that flat out. Like, I wanted to make this first impressions video or whatever and capture, like, my authentic reaction. I didn't want to play the game and be like, oh, my God, this game's so great, after, like, playing it for a couple hours. I wanted to hop in, because that's what I think brings out the authenticity in these episodes is I'm just playing the game and having a conversation with you guys. I'm not really trying to make anything more than that. You know, it doesn't have to be anything more than that. But I'm excited to play a bunch of the other modes as well. Like Rush. I love Rush. And then on the topic again, let's segue into like the overall content of this game. Now, I just got my head blown off. All right, this is a perfect segue. Anyways, okay, they've captured every single point, so we're just going to take a Jeep and drive into the center of the map, or let's go capture E, and we'll have a conversation about the overall content. Compared to 2042, content-wise, again, this is miles ahead of 2042. The game actually launched with content, and I'll have to say, my first impressions, this is probably, I would have to say, one of the smoothest Battlefield launches right now. I don't see anything major. I don't know. Let me know down below if you guys are experiencing anything crazy on PC or console. But for me, I just booted it up and everything's working just fine, except for a couple. Actually, we did a couple frame rate drops, but that's okay. That's not a big deal. Who cares? Now, there's nothing game breaking if you guys are curious. At least as far as my knowledge, I mean, 20 minutes I didn't see anybody floating or anything. So, but we'll capture a game. But like for the content again, even with the game just being released, they're already saying they already have a bunch of season 1 content out there with like 2 modes, I believe, and 2 new map, or I think there's one new map, and that there's like a snowy version of Brooklyn Bridge. I gotta revive him. Hang on, we have to be a team player, even though if we. Okay, never mind. He's dead. Let's run away. Oh, we can still cap it. This tank is not doing his job. Fire that tank driver. All right. We captured it. But just I'm just super excited to be playing a Battlefield title that feels like a Battlefield game with the gritty military shooter. And I'm glad they strayed away from all the most of the mistakes they made in Battlefield 2042. It just feels like we're back. It feels like we're back on Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4. This is Battlefield. This is the destruction, the chaos, the sandbox, the random sniper up on an elevated position like this guy. We are so back. Oh look, is there blood on my weapon? Okay, now there's nothing left in my brain. Overall, first impressions of this game, if you guys are curious about purchasing this title, I would say if you're a big fan of Battlefield 3 or 4, I would look in to purchasing Battlefield 6. You guys will most likely enjoy it. I do hear like people saying that the game plays like or feels like Call of Duty, and I mean, I guess some of their smaller maps I can see that, but honestly, it plays like a Battlefield title, which is good. That's what we want. I'm glad they did away with like the 128 lobbies, because those are kind of crazy. I think they're not in the game. Oh my God! What was that? Watch out for the flying bodies when you boot up the game, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the sniper glint. I wonder if they fixed that on Liberation Peak. However, look at this jet. That's so cool. Oh my God, this sounds so good. Why do you have to shoot me in the head? Oh, I got revived. Let's go. Oh, I died again. But oh my goodness, this game, just even the visual effects, the sound effects, everything. I'm just, like I said multiple times already this episode, I'm super excited. Let's revive this guy. I'm excited to see where they take this title as well in the future. This has a lot of potential. This is a great foundation that they've created for themselves. And I say we run towards B. Let's see if we could get a couple kills before we part ways together here, ladies and gentlemen. And if you guys are looking for... oh, hang on, there's a guy here. And if you guys are looking forward to anything particular that's coming to Battlefield 6 or that is in Battlefield 6 and you've yet to play, let me know down below. Let me see if we can secure another kill. There we go. Oh my God, the gunplay feels really solid, I have to say. From like a casual gamer's perspective, I am not a what they call a pro gamer. Far from the pro gamer on the spectrum. But yeah, I'm just a casual gamer. I'm not trying to like optimize things. I said this in past episodes. I'm not trying to use every single meta thing. I like to use a wide variety of weapons, stuff like that. So if you like that, you like Battlefield. Like I say, they're not making the games for streamers or content creators. They're making it for the fans of the Battlefield franchise. But with that being said, I think, ladies and gentlemen, we could wrap things up. Look at this game again before we part ways. Oh my goodness. We will definitely have quite a few episodes coming here on Battlefield 6. I might do some more elaborate ones with some animation in there, because if you don't know, I'm an animator. So I like to use that and, you know, not necessarily take away from the video experience, but enhance it. So with that being said, I'm going to go try and revive. Okay, never mind. With that being said, those guys blew up and flew out of the tank. And with that being said, there's so many explosions, so much chaos. You guys better be booting up Battlefield 6 if you are a Battlefield fan. I'm not saying don't boot it up or buy it, but I can suggest. Okay, I can only merely suggest you purchase the game and have some fun again on Battlefield. So with that being said, I got sniped by the St. Menace in the tower. Perfect segue. Ladies and gentlemen, as I die here, I am signing off. I will see you in the next episode.